Alright, trying some more rally in modern. This hand's not bad, but we don't have any of our combo pieces. Looks like we are up against some sort of burn deck. Naya burn. Rally. Well, this hand is like the nuts if we ever draw our Blood Artists. Can we live long enough? Nice thing is we can gain a lot of life once we get our Blood Artist engine going. Ooh, collected company. Now we don't mind drawing a land. Let's play RallyFenza here. Ship the turn. Gonna get burned on our end step. Looks like. Searing Blaze on RallyFenza. That's blowout. Boros Charm. Well, at least it's not Searing Blaze. So another land would be excellent. Polluted Delta is a land. Well, I think we... Can we even play Bloodthrone Vampire? I think we have to, even though it means taking a damage. And that was a misplay. Should have played Polluted Delta, search for a swamp, and then played Caves next turn. But we might still be alright. We'll see. Get in with RallyFenza. How much damage does our opponent have? Skullcrack. Alright, we're down to 9. Can they kill us this turn? Wooded Foothills. They have 3 cards in hand. Rift Bolt. Alright, well, it looks like we're going to have a chance to live at least. Well, I guess we Polluted Delta. Search out a swamp. Collected company. I guess we just take Blood Artist and Viscera Seer. Put the rest on the bottom. Put counters on our Viscera Seer. How much damage can we hit for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not quite lethal. Alright, opponent's down to 9. I guess we just pass and see what our opponent does. Alright, Rift Bolt's coming down. Let's see what it targets. Going in our face, okay. Down to 5. Can they kill us, though? Because next turn we can sack out, rally at instant speed, and that's all she wrote. I think we got it. Assuming we untap, we have it. If our opponent can kill us now and doesn't realize it. Alright, they're going to Magma Jet. Now I think we are 100% to have it. We'll probably just win during our combat phase, actually. Alright. Ooh, safe hold elite. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we just attack with everything. And if our opponent does anything, we can sack out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so we just let it go. Make them make the first move. They're really puzzling over how to get out of this. What they don't know is we can just sack our whole board, get everything back, and win that way. Alright, they dropped to 2. So we just sack our Viscera Seer. Gets us a trigger. Sack our RallyFenza. Gets us one more trigger. So we didn't even have to rally. We just comboed off the old-fashioned way. Sweet. So against Burn, we didn't see creatures, but they probably have some. That said, I think we'd rather have Duresses and maybe even a Thoughtseize. Disenchant, Stony Silence. Yeah. We'll take out... Well, we can leave in a path. One path might be good. We have so much life gain that naturally works in our favor. And since it's incremental and we can kind of control how much we gain at a time, kind of difficult for our opponent to stop it with a Skullcrack type effect or a Tarka's command. Ooh. Well, that's spicy. Yeah, we'll just lead on Pluto Delta. Search out a Godless Shrine. What does our opponent have in store for us? Nothing yet. Yeah, we need the double white, so Godless Shrine. Another Collected Company. Is it worth it to pay life here? Probably not. We'll just play a tap land. Opponent didn't even have anything end of turn? What could they possibly have in their hand? What can Burn have that they're not playing things with 2 mana? Well, we'll lead on RallyFenza. They might have a bunch of Searing Bloods. That's likely. I always think RallyFenza has first strike, but she certainly does not. Yeah, I think we're going to get hit by Searing Blood here. Or Searing Blaze, yeah. That's what I meant to say. Name your cards more differently, Wizards. I mean, they're pretty close to the same thing. Well, that reduces our combo potential for the time being, although we can always return to the ranks it back. Goblin Guide gives us a Windswept Heath. Sweet. Lava Spike down to 11. Another Windswept Heath. But we'll play Windswept Heath, and I think we just ship the turn for now. And Collected Company. Because we're even fine with Collected Company getting some Blood Artisty type creatures and just blocking, since we can return to the ranks stuff back. Untapped Sacred Foundry. Attacks with Goblin Guide. Yeah, we'll crack Windswept Heath. We're going to be Collected Companying either way, so it's not like we can use our fetch land to control the top of our library. I guess we could have done it before Goblin Guide attacked, but that doesn't seem that great either. Yeah, we hit a land anyway. Alright. Collected Company. Well, I guess we take Zulaport Cutthroat and RallyFenza. Searing Blood on Zulaport Cutthroat. Alright, we get a trigger, but I think we might get to combo off next turn. And RallyFenza goes up to a 3/3. Because we can play Safehold Elite, play Bloodthrone Vampire, rally back Zulaport Cutthroat. Obviously, we'd rather have our opponent just tap out, but... Shard Valley to kill RallyFenza. Now I'm not so sure we can do it. 1/2, 1/2... So we can play both and return to the ranks back one thing. Well, in that case, I think we just play a tapped Overgrown Tomb and Collected Company again. Save the combo for next turn. Do we hit anything? No land. Collected Company on top. Well, that's too bad. RallyFenza, Zulaport Cutthroat. Same as last time. Alright, Searing Blood on RallyFenza. Up to 9, down to 6. Alright, now we can just take this Goblin Guide hit and then combo off. Yup. And we get a Viscera Seer. Alright, Viscera Seer. Safehold Elite. Return to the ranks for RallyFenza and Zulaport Cutthroat. Actually, I guess we can get back the last one too. Gives us a death trigger. Yeah. So pay 2 white, tap everything. 1 RallyFenza. Get a couple triggers. The RallyFenza triggers don't really matter. Zulaport Cutthroat, Zulaport Cutthroat, RallyFenza. Now we need to start sacking. Sack Safehold Elite. Trigger, Safehold Elite comes back. Gets a counter from RallyFenza. Sack Safehold Elite. And we just do this till our opponent dies, which is 11 more times. So that's the combo. And also, as you saw in the first game, we can win without the combo. Just kind of grind our opponent out. But pretty sweet. Collected Company was definitely a good addition. I didn't put Collected Company in the original build, and that was a mistake. So our opponent's down to 8, down to 7. We'll resolve some of these scry triggers. Alright, our opponent scoops it up. Cool. Return to the ranks. Getting the job done.